healthy, sustainable, long-term romantic relationships are both extremely valuable for a happy life, but also extremely difficult to maintain. Difficult to create, difficult to maintain, and very easy to let slip through your fingers. Despite modern dating being an unmitigated dumpster fire, people are still getting together and staying together. One critical component of creating and maintaining healthy relationships is qualifying the right people. Compatibility is critical, but there are some traits without which a healthy relationship is nearly impossible. And these are the traits you should be looking for on a first or second date. These are the things you should sort for before catching feelings or before even having sex. If you do catch feelings for somebody before sorting for this major red flag and you do get into a relationship with that person, this will create major problems down the road. So what is this very dangerous red flag? It's an inability to admit mistakes or admit when you are wrong. Think of it this way. Let's say you have two couples. Both are the same except for this one trait. We'll call them couple A and couple B. Something happens and they get into a fight, and it's not obvious who was at fault. With couple A, both partners dig in and maintain that it's not their fault. For couple A, the most important thing when problems arise is to convince the other person it's not their fault, to refuse to accept any responsibility or culpability for the problem. Both are more concerned with convincing the other person that it's not their fault. What about couple B? Once they get into a fight, they intuitively value the relationship more than their own ego. They tend to have more emotionally difficult and deep conversations that intend to get to the root of the issue. This may last over several days. If they come to an impasse and sleep in separate rooms, they'll intuitively check their own behavior to see if maybe there was something they did that might be causing the problem. This second couple will be much more likely to work through the inevitable issues that come up during a normal relationship. The key quality to look for is somebody who can be self-aware of their own potential culpability of any problem that arises. Some people can be like this contextually, but only when they're with somebody that they value highly. The ideal person is somebody who can maintain this outlook even when they're with somebody that they might not ever see again. Somebody who their go-to response is when conflict comes up is to figure out how to resolve the conflict rather than defend their own ego as not being at fault in the conflict. So how do you sort for this potential characteristic in a potential partner? Ask about their exes. Ask about their old jobs, their old friends, etc. You can generally tell by how they describe any problems they've had in the past. Covertly lead the conversation to areas where they can talk about the problems everybody has with life. Boss problems, coworker problems, neighbor problems, etc. If they tend to be the kind of person that paints others as villains and themselves as victims, consider this to be a red flag. Even if they are smoking hot and totally into you, ignoring this red flag can cause huge problems down the line. The last thing you want is to be in a relationship with somebody who digs in and protects their own ego whenever things get messy. Ideally, you want somebody that is both confident and assertive, but at the same time self-aware enough to put their ego aside and resolve conflicts as they come up with other people. If you do find somebody like this, consider this to be a very, very, very valuable green flag. Unfortunately, many people get into relationships today blinded by lust or love without doing any qualifying of the other person whatsoever. Once those good feelings wear off and the real person shows up, it might be too late. As they say, measure twice, cut once. Qualify hard on the first couple of dates and don't allow yourself to catch feelings until they are at the very least minimally qualified. This extra hassle will cost you a little bit in the beginning, but it will save you a lot of heartache in the long run. To learn more about how to create and maintain healthy relationships, please visit mindpersuasion.com. Check out the links below. And because we make videos almost every day, please subscribe so you can continue to learn more. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching.